lovers. Okay, we're now in the second week of August. Now, today of this recording is Mel's birthday. Happy birthday to my beloved. She turns 40 this year, so that's exciting. And as a tradition for the last couple of years has been on our birthdays, we of course sample the Grand Cru, which fits in perfectly because this is the opportunity to compare the Grand Cru with the baseline whiskey of the Glenfiddich 12-year-old. Now, after this, there's a little bit of a backlog of whiskies. So, my Whisky Club order is currently on its way. I believe our Whisky Club order is, bear with me one moment, it's a, nope, wrong email, there we go, August Whisky. Okay, it's a Loch Lomond 2010 Madeira single cask. Ooh, a single cask. I'm looking forward to trying one. Now, because it was Mel's birthday, I also ordered an add-on, the Morris of Rotherglen inaugural age port barrel, and I ordered this. This is specifically for Mel, although I'm sure she'll let me try some for the channel. And I ordered this because I know how much she likes port, and it actually comes with the 2012 vintage port that the barrel was used for. So we got that to look forward to, and then on top of that, I have recently, in the last week, met up with my good friend Josh. You may know him from the opening titles of this page, and he considers himself to be the unofficial Patreon of my channel, and he's not far wrong. He provided the camera, and he has now provided 2 whiskies for me to try. Last year, of course, we tried the Japanese, what was it, somewhere. Yep, the Yamazaki from Suntory, and this year he got me Ballantine 17-year-old. Yes, our little series of Ballantine 17-year-old deconstructed. I can now try the actual product. So after this recording, I will be trying this in a couple of days. But I've got to work out the order in which I'm going to show them, because my rule has always been that club whiskies come first, but he's my unofficial Patreon, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that one first and then the other 2 in the subsequent weeks. Well, they're obviously going to be tried within probably a week of each other, but release all the videos. So, okay, so in the meantime, let's get started with today's little initiative. Give this glass a bit of a clean. It's a little dusty sitting on my shelf. I'm using my, wait, is that online? Yes, my club glass, but I'm also using my backup Grand Cru instead of Mel's, because Mel's obviously going to want to have her birthday drink out of her own glass, and she should be home very shortly. So yes. Okay, so this is the 12-year-old. Okay, so nice citrusy sort of smells, some vanillas, malt, some nice, maybe some floral notes. It's got a nice peppery taste. This is just really going to be ad nauseum because we did this last week. But yeah, you got the nice citrusy notes, you got the floral taste, there's hints of vanilla. Yeah, just like I said, a good, nice, this is my Speyside standard. Okay, so the Grand Cru. Now, I have tried this on the channel when I first got it. This is a 23-year-old whiskey. Now, the story behind me getting this was a couple of years ago during COVID. I kept seeing ads for this, and I thought I really want to try this one. It was $400. I started putting some money away for it, and then the government decided to award us aged care nurses with these $800 payments, and I had some bills coming up, and I was like, great, I'm going to use that money for that. And in typical government fashion, it didn't arrive. The bills came. I paid my bills with the money I was saving, and then 3 days later, the money arrived. So I went, Judy, I'm going to go get some. So we're already halfway through this. It's a lot of birthdays. So let's try this one. So this is a 23-year-old, maturated, of course, in a Grand Cru cask. Okay, so as you can see, it's significantly darker than the 12-year-old, because that's simply because of its age. Okay, it even smells a little bit smoother. I'm picking up maybe some bananas. Definitely some vanilla. Some apple. A bit of lemon peel. The citrus fruits are not as vague as in the 12-year-old. Okay. It's peppery, but not as peppery or spicy as the 12-year-old. I'm picking up maybe some peach, a bit of mint, maybe some pear. It's a lot smoother than the 12-year-old. So yeah. So that's the base standard Glenfiddich compared to the 23-year-old Grand Cru. Again, yes, you're picking up hints of the 12-year-old, but it is much more complex now. It's a smoother drink. The flavors are a bit more... Okay, sorry about that, cat. Okay, so we have the base standard Glenfiddich notes are in the 23-year-old, but it's not much more complex. The flavors are a bit more distinguishable. It's not instead of this vague citrusy sort of smell. Is it lemon? Is it apple? Is it a bit of orange? I can taste and smell apple. I can also smell the lemon zest. Yeah. So, okay. So next week we might be looking at the Ballantine 17-year-old, and then we'll follow up with the Loch Lomond, and then the Amolos of Rother Glen. Then I might swing back around and compare the Ballantines to its constituent parts. That might be fun. And then there'll be probably what time for September's whiskey and so forth, so forth. Okay, so until next week, Sante.